Welcome, everyone, to Pitbull Stadium, just outside Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. We are anxiously awaiting a battle as this fan base is ready to show everyone worldwide what FIU football is all about. Today, we have a big Conference USA showdown in store. As we'll see, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks taking on the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense going to get the chance to start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Gonna run it. It's Cook. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Scrambling away. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Caught in the backfield. It's Recksteiner. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So FIU's offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Petway. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Perry. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's another FIU.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Perry. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Panthers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Petway. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Petway. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To throw, it's Wimsatt. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Finding an escape route. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. Finds his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this is always tough. You drive the ball all the way down the field, have so much success, and then beep, 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 put that thing in reverse. The last 2 plays, this offense got to get back to doing what got him here.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Jenkins. Caught over the middle. It's Perry. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. With the catch, it's McNeil. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. FIU will line up to punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Trying play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's third down. Scanning the field, it's Wimsatt. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Third down coming up after that completion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Makes the grab on the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. On the ground, it's Owens. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Jenkins. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Florida International! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
To the air, it's Wimsatt. Makes the grab, it's Baldwin. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. You've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Looking to throw on third. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Recksteiner. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab for a big play. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Looking for a gap. It's Cook.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll do it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle.
That makes the score. Jacksonville State 28, Florida International 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Back to throw, it's Jenkins. They go to the wide receiver screen. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Perry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
FIU will line up to punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Looking for a man, it's Wimsatt. Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
By the receiver. Gain
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll run it from the gun.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, my, he just shanked that one. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Got a man, it's Owens. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grabbed over the middle, it's McNeil. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, FIU. A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts. as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Recksteiner. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw. It's Wimsatt. Snagged in the middle. It's Baldwin. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Makes the catch. It's Cook. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Cook. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
That's caught. It's Recksteiner. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll toss it. Got the first down and more. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Jacksonville State.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down. Turning it on! Touchdown, Panthers! You thought they were done! They're not! They're back, baby!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The short hands, it's Rex Steiner. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Rex Steiner. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
There he goes. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. He's going for the goal line. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Oh, he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On the run, it's Owens. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
FIU set up with another first down. The give out of the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Second down coming up.
Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Perry. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now on 1st down from the 28. On the ground, it's Owens. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
The ricochet off the left, upright and through. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Baldwin. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Heaves it deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab inside the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
He's brought down at the 21. Brings up third down.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. To the air, it's Jenkins. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the left side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Back to pass. It's Wimsatt. Zings it complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Baldwin. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. Takes the handoff. It's Cook. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Off play action. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Fires to the tight end. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Owens. Still running at the 40. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Caught over the middle, it's Payne. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Glover. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think...
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Petway. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's just a ball he has to catch. As a tight end, you know you're going to be working the middle of the field all game long, and when you have opportunities like that, man, you got to make them count.
The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Fires to the big fella. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a... Oh, look out, the ball's free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The running back has it. He's in open space downfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
At the 46-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
FIU will line up to punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Offense getting set for 1st down. The give from the gun. There he goes. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, and he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
To the ground. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Unloads it left. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Petway. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baldwin.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Cook. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
He slides that just inside the right upright. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Unloads to the wideout. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Payne. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's McNeil. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. To the air, it's Jenkins. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance, offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field and execute.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Offense working from the pistol. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the 1st down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Trying to keep the drive alive. He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.